about myself. Currently I'm the program director for the center, and as part of my endeavors over at Parks College, I'm also working on my PhD in aviation. Yes, we have a PhD in aviation program, and in May we hope to graduate the first ever PhDs in aviation, so that includes me. My experience in industry primarily has been on the MRO side. Worked various different companies here in St. Louis, California as well. Worked for a number of FBOs. I'm sure some of those names you're familiar with, especially Big Brother here next door. I am an A&P. I'm a fighter pilot. So the Center for Aviation Safety Research is funded by the FAA. We do a lot of different things, primarily associated with research and how to improve safety in aviation. We also do an increasing amount of work, believe it or not, in healthcare. Healthcare kills a hell of a lot more people in aviation every year. Depending on who you ask, healthcare kills between 50,000 to 250,000 people. Preventable errors. So they are adapting a lot of the things that have been common in aviation for a number of years. Things like checklists, written procedures, crew resource management. We work with the FAA a lot regarding some regulatory initiatives. Some of you might be familiar with safety management systems. There's a regulation that's coming out for 121 air carriers probably in the spring. But it will probably be coming to other operators as well. Safety culture, incident investigation, and then we're doing a lot of work in next generation aviation maintenance and engineering, because aircraft certainly aren't becoming easier to work on. Some of our outreach activities, we have actually our 8th year that we've had this conference, Safety Across High Industries Conference. It's coming up in March. Free to attend. It's a very unique venue. Professional development courses, we have a number of those in safety. And at the same time, as a federally funded center, it helps support graduate education. So we have a number of students that also work in the center and help with our research activities. Here's one example of a research project that we've just concluded. We're getting ready to launch phase 2. General aviation. How many of you are in general aviation? Just about everyone. So we have aerospace, mechanical, flight science, civil engineering, things like remote monitoring of structures, urban traffic, terrain analysis, and then the psychology folks. Looking at the fatigue, stress, error, safety, number of opportunities. And primarily we see it in 3 areas: engineering, technology, and operations. Operations being the piloting of the vehicle, technology being more focused on the maintenance and the sensor operations on the vehicle, and then of course the engineering. So we have a number of UAS resources currently over at Parks College that you may not have known about. The largest one, we expect delivery in spring of 2013, so here in a couple of months. We have 2 ZAGI UASs. We also have a UAS simulator. And we also have a number of formal partnerships with a number of companies. Williams Aerospace, General Dynamics. We do a lot of work with the NGA over here in St. Louis, and we have several other partnerships that are in work as well. Here's a picture of our UAS simulation. Here's the actual lab here. So this is the instructor station here, and over here we have the sensor operator, and then the pilot operator. And these are just some screenshots what it looks like. So here's the vehicle taking off, and then here's a camera view of the urban terrain. And we plan on taking this simulator and integrating it with our current air traffic control simulator that we have. It does a couple of things. One, it allows us to take an unmanned vehicle and simulate it in a air traffic control environment and study how do we integrate manned and unmanned vehicles together, and how do we develop processes to ensure they operate safely. So this is the same simulator that the FAA uses down in Oklahoma City to train their air traffic control folks as well. So, and we offer a minor in air traffic control at parks. So here's kind of a diagram of what that integration would look like. So here's the Lercel ATC simulator, and then here's our UAV simulator. But us personally, we don't need 18,000 feet and 40 miles across. If we can get a 5-mile radius, 2,000 or 3,000 feet, that'd be a great place to start. Right. We're crawling right now, so we're learning basically how to fly and program UAVs, and then hopefully we'll get to the point where we're able to conduct more of that type of activity.
How are the areas going to be detected on a sectional? Is it like going to be like an MOA, or if you get these airspaces?
They'll note them. They'll basically, under the COA and the Special Airworthiness Certificate, we have to designate what blocks of airspace we're going to operate the vehicle, and it's pretty specific. Yeah, right now, where we want to operate these are away from populated areas, away from busy airports. We want to get out in the middle of nowhere and conduct this type of activity.